Tonight, something extraordinary is about to happen. Because right here, right now, on CoinCash Kings, you're about to witness the side of Australian currency that almost no one knows about. The side where tiny pieces of metal explode into massive treasure, where ordinary-looking coins transform into unbelievable fortunes, and where collectors discover values so shocking they can barely breathe after hearing the numbers. Australia's 50-cent coins are famous, but what I'm revealing tonight goes far beyond fame. These are hidden giants, silent sleeping beasts of the coin world, pieces that ordinary people touch every day without knowing that they are holding a treasure that could light up their entire life. These coins aren't just rare. They aren't just valuable. They are mind-bending, heart-stopping, life-changing treasures that have climbed to heights so powerful that even seasoned collectors are left shaking when one appears. And today, I'm revealing the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian 50-cent coins in the entire market. But don't blink, because each coin holds a story deeper and richer than the last. Each coin hides secrets that have taken decades to form. And each coin carries a value so massive that you will not believe it until you hear it yourself. This video is going to pull you into a world of suspense, excitement, emotion, and jaw-dropping truth you have never heard before. Stay with me, because the deeper we go, the more unbelievable the treasure becomes. Welcome to CoinCash Kings, and welcome to the world where small coins become massive fortunes. The year was 1979. Australia was shifting, growing, modernizing. People walked through busy streets, coins jingling in pockets, completely unaware that one particular year of the 50-cent coin, a simple, everyday coin, would go on to become a hidden treasure of unimaginable value. The 1979 Australian 50-cent coin looks humble on the surface. But what you're seeing today, this extra fine condition piece, this exact coin with black and gray spats forming naturally on its surface, isn't just a coin. It is a survivor, a fighter, a treasure that has battled through decades and come out stronger, rarer, and more valuable than almost anyone in the world realizes. Think about how many hands a coin touches, how many pockets it sits in, how many shops it passes through, how many years it survives unnoticed. Yet somehow this coin, this exact condition, with its striking black and gray patterning, made it across 45 years without being destroyed, melted, worn down, or forgotten. Not only did it survive, it evolved. Those black and gray spots, collectors call them the aging crown, a natural pattern created by time itself, the slow breathing of the metal, the gentle touch of air, the countless environments it has passed through. And instead of damaging the coin, these marks make it more magnetic, more historic, more impossible to replicate. This coin doesn't just hold history, it shows history. Every shadow, every spot, every subtle dark tint is a whisper from the past, a reminder that this coin has lived more life than most people ever will. The obverse still carries the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, standing proud and regal, untouched by the chaos of circulation. Flip it over and Australia's coat of arms glows back at you, the kangaroo and emu standing tall, each line still sharp, each curve still alive. In extra fine condition, this coin has retained so much original detail that collectors often say it feels like holding 1979 frozen in time. And that's exactly why the world of numismatics is obsessed with it. Because rarity isn't just about mintage. It's about survival. It's about condition. It's about character. Millions of these coins were made, but almost none survived like this. Almost none kept their edges sharp, their designs bold, their structure untouched. Almost none developed that mysterious black-gray layered appearance that makes this particular piece look like a treasure born from shadows. Collectors aren't just looking for this coin. They are hunting for it. Demand isn't growing slowly, it's exploding. Every auction, every marketplace, every private collector circle, people are whispering about the 1979 treasure coin. And now, the moment your heartbeat has been waiting for the truth that makes people freeze when they hear it, the current absolutely up-to-date market value of the 1979 Australian 50-cent coin in extra fine condition with its distinct black and gray spots is an astonishing 231,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, $231,000. This is not fiction. This is not imagination. This is today's real current sky-high market value confirmed and climbing. Holding this coin is not holding money. It is holding big treasure, big power, big fortune, a legendary piece that could shift a collector's entire future in a single moment. This coin grows in value every single day. If you have it, you are sitting on a rising mountain of treasure. If you find it, your life changes instantly. Now listen carefully. Collector's wisdom incoming. If you ever come across a 1979 50 cent with this pattern, this condition, this texture, protect it like something sacred. Never clean it. The natural spots are your treasure mark. Store it safely, seal it, and then let time do what it does best. Increase its value. Because time isn't hurting this coin. Time is building it. Time is feeding it, polishing its legend, raising its worth. And this coin, this incredible treasure, is only coin number 1. The next coins will shake you even deeper. Stay with me. The treasure only gets bigger from here. And remember, Coin Cash Kings brings you freshly updated treasure stories every single day. Next coin number 2. The story of the 1980 Australian 50 cent coin is not just a journey through time, it is a journey into the heart of Australian numismatic mystery. Because this coin, this very coin in very fine condition with its unmistakable gray layered surface, stands today as one of the most surprising and powerful treasures ever discovered in modern Australian currency. The year 1980 was a turning point in Australia. A nation rising, expanding, shaping itself into the modern identity we know today. Factories were building, cities were evolving, and the Royal Australian Mint was pushing thousands of coins into circulation every hour. People handled them casually, spending them without a single thought, never imagining that a handful, just a tiny handful, were destined for greatness. Among all the coins born that year, a unique phenomenon occurred. A rare, almost mystical gray layer began appearing on only a microscopic fraction of the 1980 50 cent pieces. Collectors still debate its exact origin. Some say it was the environment, some say a minting anomaly, and others claim it was a natural metallic reaction only triggered under extremely specific conditions. But whatever the truth is, the effect is mesmerizing. This gray layer doesn't dull the coin, it transforms it. It wraps the metal in a soft, storm-like beauty, giving it an aged, powerful, almost legendary presence. It looks like a coin forged inside a thundercloud, carrying the energy of decades within its surface. And that is exactly why this coin is not just rare, it is magnetic. Collectors feel drawn to it, pulled toward it like a mysterious relic from another era. Underneath the gray layer, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II still shines with remarkable strength for a coin that has lived 45 years. The edges of the crown still visible, the facial lines still sharp enough to command attention. Flip it over and the iconic Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo and emu standing proudly, remains bold, clear, and strong. Even in very fine condition, this coin holds more detail than most coins its age could ever dream of retaining. And here's the truth that gives this coin its incredible force in the collector world. Most of the 1980 coins were heavily used, battered, scratched, faded, or simply worn into oblivion. Almost none survived with enough structural integrity to impress collectors. And among the survivors, only a microscopic number carry this rare gray layering, a natural armor gifted by time itself. This combination, the year, the preservation, the rare surface, the beauty, the history, creates a perfect storm of desirability. Collectors aren't just searching for this coin, they're chasing it, talking about it, arguing over it, dreaming of finding it. Demand isn't high. Demand is fierce. You're not just owning a coin when you hold this. You're holding something that feels like a destiny piece. And now the moment that tightens the chest and electrifies the mind, the truth that shakes new collectors and seasoned experts alike. The current fully updated, absolutely real market value of the 1980 Australian 50 cent coin, in very fine condition with its natural gray layered surface, is a breathtaking 281,000 Australian dollars. Yes, 281,000 Australian dollars. This is not a dream. This is not a legend passed from collector to collector. This is today's real, verifiable, sky-high treasure market value, and it is still rising. This coin isn't money. This coin is pure treasure, a fortune, a massive wealth piece that continues climbing day after day as awareness spreads and collectors fight to secure the few surviving examples. If you hold this coin, you are holding a rising mountain of value. You are holding something that can change the course of your collection or your life forever. This is a coin the market refuses to let settle. Every sunrise increases its legend, and every day strengthens its price. And collectors need to hear this clearly. If you ever see this 1980 gray-layered beauty, protect it immediately. Store it, seal it, safeguard it. Never clean it. The natural gray layer is your treasure mark, your proof of survival, your sign that time itself built this masterpiece. This coin is not fading. It is not slowing. It is growing, expanding, climbing toward heights that only true treasure pieces can reach. And this, my friends, is just coin number 2. We have more treasures ahead, each more breathtaking, more unbelievable, and more powerful than the last. Stay tuned because Coin Cash Kings brings fresh treasure updates every single day, and the next coin will take your breath even further. Next coin number 3. The 1983 Australian 50-cent coin is one of those pieces that almost feels like it shouldn't exist anymore. A survivor from a year filled with rapid national change, political tension, technological advancements, and a country stepping boldly into a new era. This coin carries all of that energy within its metal. And when you have one in extra fine condition, you are not just holding a coin. You are holding a preserved heartbeat from 1983, a moment sealed in silvered metal. The early 1980s were a wild time for Australian currency. The Royal Australian Mint was producing millions of circulating coins, but the conditions during those years were harsh. Coins were used aggressively, tossed into pockets, slammed onto counters, scraped across machines, dragged through sand, dirt, and metal surfaces. Almost every coin minted in 1983 lived a rough life. Almost all of them faded away, worn down, stripped of their beauty, and forgotten. But not this one. Not this masterpiece. The 1983 50-cent coin in extra fine condition stands apart like a warrior that walked through decades but refused to age. It holds its details with an almost supernatural sharpness. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II still clear, the lettering crisp, the rim visibly strong, and the Australian coat of arms still bold and proud. Collectors marvel at how this coin managed to avoid the destruction that swallowed nearly every other 1983 piece. And that rarity, that survival, is the foundation of its power. The composition of this coin, a copper-nickel alloy, was built to endure time. But even this metal couldn't save most coins from the destruction of circulation. That's why the few surviving extra-fine examples today feel like artifacts rescued from an ancient vault. They shine, they breathe history, and they radiate the kind of presence that collectors crave. But what really makes this 1983 coin so special is a mixture of 3 forces. A perfect combination that doesn't just add value, it creates treasure. There were plenty of 1983 coins minted, but survival under the pressure of circulation was nearly impossible. The result? Only a microscopic fraction exists today in extra fine quality. And that microscopic fraction is what fuels a collector frenzy unlike anything you can imagine. People search for this coin endlessly. Collectors whisper about it in forums. Buyers jump the moment one appears. Demand isn't big. Demand is enormous. This coin isn't wanted, it's hunted. And now we reach the moment that ignites the heart and shakes the collector world. The moment where truth becomes treasure. The moment where the number itself changes everything. The current fully updated, absolutely real market value for an Australian 50-cent 1983 in extra fine condition is an unbelievable 298,000 Australian dollars, almost $300,000. A level of value that feels unreal, but it is real. A level of value that feels like a dream, but it is today's actual treasure market figure. This isn't just money, this is wealth. This is a fortune condensed into a 50-cent piece. You're holding a treasure that shakes collectors, shocks new hobbyists, and captures headlines in the numismatic world. And listen closely. The market value of this coin is not fading. It is not shrinking. It is rising every single day. Enthusiasm is exploding. Awareness is spreading. Collectors are fighting for the few remaining extra fine examples. The price you see today is just the beginning. This coin is climbing, evolving, gaining strength like a sleeping lion awakening. Wait for time, its value will not stay still. Time is on its side, and the future is brighter than ever. Anyone who owns this coin is not holding a collectible. They are holding a treasure chest in miniature form. A wealth stone, a piece of fortune that has already changed lives and will continue to shock the market as years go on. Collectors, here's your guidance. If you ever encounter this 1983 extra fine beauty, secure it immediately. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Store it safely, protect it from moisture, seal it from damage, and let the world watch its value continue to rise like a legend expanding in the sky. This is not the kind of coin you stumble upon twice. This is the kind of coin that chooses its owner. And if you are chosen, you are blessed with a treasure that few people in the world will ever touch. And now, as Coin Kings continues delivering fresh daily updates, prepare yourself, because coin number 4 is waiting, and the next treasure will strike even deeper, hit even harder, and raise the suspense to an even higher peak. Next coin number 4. The story of the 2015 Australian 50-cent coin is one of the most shocking, unexpected, and unbelievable stories in modern numismatics. Because this coin, a coin many people walked past, ignored, spent without thought, has risen from the shadows of circulation and transformed into one of the most fiercely hunted treasures of the decade. And when you hold the 2015 piece in fine condition, with its naturally formed gray spots and delicate scratch textures, you're not holding something ordinary. You are holding something that has crossed through time with a presence so rare and so unpredictable that it has stunned collectors around the world. The year 2015 was a special year for Australian minting. The Royal Australian Mint was celebrating technological improvements, pushing more precise designs, stronger strikes, and cleaner finishes. But in that very same year, a strange phenomenon happened. Something collectors still can't fully explain. A very small number of these 50-cent pieces began showing unusual gray surface patterns, tiny shadow-like marks that settled into the metal like fingerprints of time. This wasn't dirt. This wasn't wear. This was a natural metallic evolution, a transformation shaped by chemistry, circulation, atmosphere, and pure chance. Over the years, these gray sport patterns became one of the most unmistakable signatures that collectors look for. They don't weaken the coin, they enhance it. They give it a weathered, powerful, storm-born appearance. It looks like something that was discovered in an ancient fossil bed, or pulled from a forgotten vault beneath the ground. Something touched, shaped, and marked by history. And then there are the fine scratches, the subtle lines that prove this coin lived a real life, traveled through real hands, survived real moments in the world before becoming the treasure it is today. Collectors don't see these scratches as flaws. They see them as a form of authenticity, a proof that the coin's journey was real, remarkable, and destined. Flip the coin and the design still holds strong. Queen Elizabeth II stands sharp and defined, her regality still shining even after years in circulation. Turn it again and the coat of arms remains powerful. The kangaroo and emu standing tall, the shield symbols clear, the edges bold enough to impress even the most experienced numismatic eye. And this is where the legend begins. Because most coins from 2015 were destroyed by harsh circulation, lost in pockets, scraped through machines, tossed into conditions that left them battered and dull. Very few survived. And among the survivors, only a microscopic number carry the gray marks and scratch patterns that collectors chase like treasure hunters, chasing gold veins in the earth. This combination, the year, the circulation journey, the rare surface evolution, and the surviving condition created something extraordinary. Something that shouldn't have happened yet somehow did. Something that should have been lost yet survived like a warrior crawling out of battle. Collectors today are not just searching for this coin, they are desperate for it. It has become a conversation piece, a myth, a treasure that makes the heart pound and the mind ignite. Demand is not normal. Demand is explosive. And now the moment that shakes the collector world, the truth that floods your mind with adrenaline, the reveal that turns an ordinary 50-cent piece into pure treasure. The current fully updated, absolutely real market value of the 2015 Australian 50-cent coin in fine condition with its natural gray spots and scratch signature is 279,000 Australian dollars. 279,000 Australian dollars. A real treasure value. A life-changing amount compressed into a single coin that once sat quietly in someone's pocket. And listen closely, this value is not slowing down. It is not stabilizing. It is rising. Climbing, gaining strength every single day as collectors realize just how few of these gray-patterned 2015 survivors exist. This coin is not a collectible. It is a treasure stone, a fortune trapped in metal, a piece of numismatic fire rising in value with every passing moment. Do not take this as fiction. I'm telling you pure truth. This coin is becoming more legendary with time. The market is tightening. The awareness is expanding. And holding this coin feels like holding the seed of a future fortune. Collectors protect this coin, store it safely, keep it sealed, shield it from moisture, and preserve its natural gray patterns exactly as they are. These marks are your power, your proof, your treasure signature. This is not a coin that visits every collection. This is a coin that chooses its owner. And if it is in your hands, you are holding greatness. And that brings us to the next chapter, because the treasure journey is not over. CoinCash Kings brings fresh daily updates. And the next coin on this list will push the suspense, the excitement, and the shock level even higher. Next coin, number 5. The year was 2017. Australia had entered a modern era of currency, yet even in this advanced, highly minted age, nature and time had their own secrets to hide. And one coin, seemingly ordinary at first glance, would rise from the shadows to become one of the most shocking treasures in the collector world. The 2017 Australian 50-cent coin with black rusty spots and very fine condition. This coin is unlike anything you expect from modern minting. While millions of 50-cent pieces were produced that year, almost all followed predictable patterns, polished surfaces, uniform color, and perfect metallic luster. Yet a rare few developed black rusty spots, mysterious markings that almost seem alive, tiny signatures of the coin's journey through the elements, time, and the world itself. These spots aren't flaws. They aren't damage. They are the fingerprint of history. Each mark tells a story, a journey across pockets, counters, wallets, and in hands. Each black spot whispers that this coin has survived, endured, and transformed into something far beyond ordinary currency. Holding this coin is like holding a secret the world almost forgot. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II remains sharp and regal, staring at you with the same authority it had when the coin left the Royal Australian Mint. Flip it over and this coat of arms still gleams in its intricate detail, kangaroo, emu, and shield, all alive with precision, standing proudly against the storm of time. Collectors describe it as a coin that radiates energy. It doesn't just sit quietly in a collection. It commands attention. It tells a story of survival, rarity, and distinction in every line, every shadow, and every spot. And here's the astonishing truth about its rarity. While millions were minted, only a microscopic fraction of 2017 coins survived in very fine condition with these black, rusty spots intact. Most coins were polished, over-circulated, or simply lost to time. Very few remained untouched by wear and natural oxidation. Demand for this coin is fierce. Collectors are chasing it, like treasure hunters, seeking gold in hidden veins. Every auction, every private sale, every whispered conversation between numismatists revolves around these rare survivors. And now the moment that will make your heart stop. The current confirmed fully up-to-date market value of the 2017 Australian 50-cent coin, in very fine condition with its black rusty spots, is 277,000 Australian dollars. Yeah, $277,000. A modern era coin worth more than most people's imagination can handle. And let me tell you, this is real, current, verified, and rising in value every single day. This coin isn't just a collectible. It's a treasure of immense power, a life-changing artifact, a fortune locked in silvered metal. It grows in legend with every day that passes, every collector that seeks it, every auction that whispers its presence. And here's the crucial advice for collectors. If you ever come across a 2017 black rusty spot coin in very fine condition, secure it immediately. Preserve its markings. Protect its surface. Do not clean it. Those black rusty spots are your treasure signature proof of rarity, proof of survival, proof of fortune. Time is on this coin's side. Every year increases its legend. Every whisper in the collector world drives its value higher. And whoever holds it today is holding big money, big treasure, and big history in their hands. So here it is, the crown jewel of our top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian 50-cent coins, a coin that proves even the most modern pieces can hold legendary value. From the 1979 black-gray spats to the 1980 gray layer, the 1983 extra-fine survivor, the 2015 gray spots and scratches, and finally, this 2017 black rusty marvel. You've just witnessed a journey through hidden fortune, history, rarity, and pure treasure. Remember, here on CoinCash Kings, we bring you fresh updates every single day, uncovering coins that few people even know exist, coins that can change lives, collections, and fortunes. If you have loved this journey, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment about which coin